Hi, you guys. Welcome, friends. My name's Adrienne. This is Evolved Humanity. Today is a full moon in Pisces. Today or tomorrow, depending on where you are on the planet. And I wanted to do a full moon reading. I wrote some things down that I wanted to share. So this moon is in feminine energy. It is an immutable water sign, sensitive, intuitive, emotional. It's a deep dive into what needs to be cleansed and healed in order for space to be created, for something new to be cultivated as a result of that. So this is a really awesome opportunity for you to be flexible and open to changes, to release, to surrender, to look at things that need to really be, it's going to bring to the surface, it's going to magnify some emotional things that need to be worked through. And it might leave you feeling a little overwhelmed, confused, scattered, depending on where you're at and what you're working through. So I wanted to do a reading on how you can, what needs to be cleansed, and what to surrender to, and how this full moon can help create the space so that as we go forward through the end of 2020, we can be prepared for this amazing transformation in our life from a place of cleansed energy and purity, and being clear about where we're at emotionally, and feeling like we can navigate the storm, that we can be flexible to all the changes and not be taken down by them. Because I would say that this year has been quite turbulent and confusing and life-altering, changing, emotional, chaotic, all of the things. Just like nothing you could have ever really fathomed is now in your face. And this moon is here to help us sort of cleanse what has been, needing to be healed from this Pisces moon energy, and what can get us into the flow and keep us in that flow state as we continue to navigate through this. So let's see where we go with this. I'm going to do a full moon reading, and I'm using the Celestial Tarot, so kind of appropriate considering. So if you like the content I'm creating on my channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment below, tell your friends. I'm new to YouTube, so this is exciting. I'm excited to be here and to share these messages that I'm receiving from Spirit and my knowledge of tarot. I've been reading tarot for 25 years, although I've only been on YouTube for a week. So Princess of Pentacles, learning something new. Yes, that's so what is happening right now. So we're all kind of in that space. My little buggy bear is, hi Pumpkin, hi. He's feeling this energy too. He's wanting to snuggle all morning. He's been kind of following me around, like, hold me, mama. Here, come here. Whoa. Show everybody in YouTube land. Oh. This is my little bug dog. His name is Bug, but the neighbors call him Rug. He's my little ride or die. He wants to snuggle with me. You want to snuggle? Oh, here you go. Here. His whole life has changed. Our whole life is changing. We're moving out of the place we've been living in for the last 10 years. We are being open to the change and flexibility of what life is bringing upon us. I know we have each other, so everything's gonna be okay. I'm excited, and the adventure is right here, right now. So let's see where we go with this. Pisces full moon. Pisces full moon. So what needs to be cleansed? What do I need to surrender to? What emotions are this full moon magnifying? Oh my gosh. 7 of Swords, Fool, 8 of Swords. How can I allow my intuition to flow with ease? 8 of Pentacles. Gosh, this is so beautiful. I love tarot. What message is the Spirit sending me in my sleep? 6 of Pentacles. And what are the messages from my ancestors? Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands on the bottom. Okay, so 7 of Cups in the first place. What needs to be cleansed by the healing waters of the Pisces full moon? All the bullshit, all the things that you have said to yourself, all the messages that you have that have kept you, you've been lying to yourself about, like stuff about your self-worth, stuff about what you're capable of, stuff about how you should be in relationships. All of that, all of those false messages need to be cleansed. That is just so profound. What are the things that you tell yourself that you don't even realize that you're telling yourself, that you should be accepting of things? You know, I was I hang out with other tarot readers, and yesterday we were doing a reading, this specific reading, and we were talking about how we have things that we have learned that have been messages that have kept us in particular patterns and ways of being. Things about our self-worth. Conversations about what we're capable of. Not seeing the power of our stamina and agility to move forward with grace and stealthiness. Yeah, this is so interesting. This is about communication, communicating the messages, not being honest. Maybe there have been people around you that haven't been honest with you. Maybe there have been messages that you have received throughout your life that aren't really true about the true nature of who you are. I was doing a reading last week and I was talking about what is the true nature of who you are? Do you know what that is? Do you know what that looks like? Are you aware of that? Have you come to that awareness? And I think about when I was a little girl, and I referenced this in a reading I think last week, but I was talking about how I was looking at these photos of myself when I was a particular age, maybe 5, and I was a total sass, smiling, and like I look at these photos and I feel like I was very self-expressed. And then as the years went by, the photos of my face and my posture changed. I wasn't smiling like I used to. I wasn't having the kind of fun that I had, and there were these messages that I was receiving from the outside world that were having an impact on my internal self-worth, about my behavior, about how I should be behaving, about my intelligence, about how I wasn't focused and paying attention, and I was disruptive, and that when I was a little girl, they tried to have my mother medicate me, and she wouldn't. She didn't think that I needed that, and that she wasn't going to take that on, and that she wasn't going to allow these messages to continue to perpetuate. And so it was kind of her sort of being my advocate, but there was some contention there. So were there messages that you received that were not in alignment with how you actually were and are? And how has that impacted the way that you have had a relationship with yourself? This full moon energy is here to cleanse that, to clean that, to purify that, to release that, to allow you to create healing energy so that you can cultivate these beautiful, healthy images of yourself and your self-worth and who you are and what you're capable of, and what are these passionate things and that you want to contribute to the world. What is your mission? How do you want to make an impact? It's so beautiful. What do you need to do to surrender to the ebb and flow? Fool. The new opportunity. Surrender to what is possible. To this newness of the world. To this new opportunity that you have to create whatever you want for yourself. You're kind of at nothing. You're at everything and you're at nothing. And when you're in that space, you've got a blank slate and a full plate. So you're full of life and full of like this amazing, beautiful, evolved and awakened human that can do anything, that can create anything, because you're at nothing. It's just like mind-blowing and magic. It's like magic and mind-blowing and powerful, and it's like watery and cerebral and weird, authentic, unique, all of those things. So embracing that is going to create the relationship between the flow state, and things are just going to manifest just by being in that flow state. Things are just going to just come to you. The more you are in alignment with your highest vibrational frequency, with the autonomous, creative, surrendered, humbled human, what's going to show up in that space is you don't even know. You can't even believe it. It's just so amazing and powerful, and it's going to take you being open and flexible and surrendered. So use this time to cleanse that experience of those messages and allow for this opportunity to just pull for you. Allow spirit to pull you forward. You're also going to be confronted with things that have held you back, ideas that have trapped you. 8 of Swords. These 7 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. That's just, that's magic. You have to cleanse this sort of, the whole thing. Cleanse these messages, because you're going to be confronted. And that's not going to be the easiest space for you to be in. You're going to be confronted with your own self-sabotage, your own worst enemy. How you've kept yourself back, how you've lied to yourself, how you've trapped yourself, how you've made these decisions to be in relationships, to have low vibration experiences, to make decisions that haven't been in alignment with your truest self. And this moon is bringing that energy to the surface. This moon is allowing for those things to be cleansed and healed and transformed, so that what you can allow your intuition to flow into is the 8 of Pentacles. That independent, strong, working, grounded, tangible, confident self. The 8 of Pentacles to me is like really like confident and like, but humbled. The Nine of Pentacles is like, to me, it's like elitist and glamorous. And I think I like that card, but the Eight of Pentacles to me is the combination of the blue collar. It's like the millionaire who you don't know is a millionaire and is just completely humbled and completely satiated and has worked to achieve the kind of life that they want. And they've done the work. They're doing the work. They're actively confronting the things about themselves that have been difficult to face. They're working through the details of how to continue to cultivate the kind of stability that they want. It's like you kind of growing into this like deity, this sort of archetype, this avatar, if you will, of like, you know, who is your avatar? Who is it that you want to be? And seeing how things have, how your relationship with yourself may have interfered with the cultivation of that. And moving out of that, healing that, cleansing that, and doing the work to move into this stable, grounded, humble human. Yeah. That is just, that is amazing. It's putting down all, it's like letting the baggage just, whatever, let it go. It's no longer serving you. It's not allowing you to evolve into the greatest versions of yourself. And the intention of this channel was to create the space to have the conversation about how do we evolve into the greatest versions of ourselves? How do we as a collective humanity evolve and do the work and face our fears and interrupt the conversations that aren't serving us, to release our attachments to unhealthy connections, to unhealthy attachments, not unhealthy connections, unhealthy habits, relationships, patterns, karmic experiences, things that have been holding our vibrations down versus pulling our vibrations up. Oh, yeah. And how do we how do we find balance? So I think Spirit is bringing to you right now, maybe tonight, maybe last night, if that isn't the case, maybe ask Spirit then to assist you in this, but ask Spirit to bring you the messages that you need to receive about how you actually create this balance in your dream state, in the astros. What signs and messages does Spirit have for you related to how to create balance and stability in your life? How to receive the messages, how to be one with the collective universal energy, how to have the balance in your heart, in your chakra, in your heart chakra, with your third eye chakra, seeing and feeling. Yeah, this full moon is all about seeing and feeling and cleansing and purifying. And this card is so interesting. It feels very, it's Capricorn, and it's Six of Pentacles. It's balanced, but it's also very whimsical. It seems very like, even though it's an earth grounded energy, it seems that the energy is coming to you through the astros to help you be grounded and balanced on this earth plane. Yeah. Allowing the stars, the energies and the galactics to cultivate something magical to bring to you in your sleeping state, in your unconscious, things that need to come to the conscious surface to help you awaken, to help you evolve into the next version of who you're going to be, which might be something passionate, Queen of Wands, strong, independent, financially stable, creative, entrepreneurial, beautiful, magical. That's really interesting. Leo energy right there. Powerful, passionate, beautiful, strong, courageous. That's what your ancestors want you to know. That's the energy that the ancestral lineage of your being want you to embody. Because that is that going from this watery, moving this, cleansing all of this energy is gonna ignite this beautiful, passionate vibrancy in you. Because if you don't have any of that bullshit, now what? Then what happens? You got no other opportunity but to just be amazing. To be like empowered and fierce and capable of anything. Capable of autonomy and interdependence and independence. And this is it. This is your opportunity to like really, your mission is being ignited. And this is this spirit wants you to really ruminate on who is it that you want to be? Who is it? Who is the person in your being, in your soul that wants to come out? That has been being suppressed by messages, by insecurities, by outside external circumstances, complete disconnect from who you are, who you really are, to this ego, to this ideology of how you have created a particular version of yourself that hasn't been inspired and ignited to follow your truth. So now is the time. Now is the opportunity. This is what the new moon or the full moon in Pisces is here to cultivate, to create the space for, to cleanse, heal, surrender, align you with flow. Do the deep dive, do the work. It's like taking you there. You're there, you're in it. You're going to the root, to the deepest depths of your soul to heal that energy so that you can be alive and coming out of the dark. When you're in the deepest waters, it's pitch black. And you're just kind of in this sort of space of abyss, and it could feel almost unreal. And where you're coming to now is to bring all that spiritual cleansing to the surface so that you can come into this powerful, magnetic, vibrant, strong, courageous self. So there you have it. That's pretty powerful. Let's pull a couple of sacred geometry cards from Spirit for the full moon in Pisces to help us navigate through this powerful experience. Yeah, this is just beautiful. We're all kind of in this sort of leveling up, this portal of, coming out of something that has these structures, these belief systems, this oppression, these mindsets. We're breaking free from mindsets. That's kind of been the theme of 2020. Just the whole world is changing. It's changing. Some people think it's not going in our favor, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's enlightening, and it's real, and it's scary, it's dynamic, It's coming through our bellies. Dynamic, sacral chakra, miracle. So expect something to be completely possible that you didn't think was possible. It's the belief in ourselves. It's the belief that who we are is, we can just believe in a miracle that you can completely transform who you are and have a completely different experience. Let it come to you. Let spirit flow through you. Let it come into your sacral chakra. Let it ground you. Stand in the creative power to manifest success and abundance. Say, I am success. I am abundance. I am powerful. I am these things. And these things are who you are. When you're standing in that manifestation and being that manifestation, that's just what you're that's just what's happening. Then you're that energy. And that's what's going to come around you. That's what's going to be cultivated. It's going to be, it's going to harmonize. It's going to flow. It's going to be the frequency of ease and grace and joy. It's just going to naturally come together as you're in that flow state, as you're embracing this opportunity, as you're healing and cleansing and growing and surrendering to flow and just being the energy that you are manifesting is what is just going to continue to cultivate this. So, wow, cool, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Allow for what's being cultivated to come to conception, to create what is possible, what you see in your mind, see in your eye, feel in your heart. It's coming. It's here. It's on the precipice of this just enormous evolutionary upgrade. We're all in. So embrace it, flow with it, surrender to it, enjoy it, have fun. Experience this experience as something that doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't have to feel scattered. Be flexible and open to change, and know that what's about to happen, what's happening is magic. It's a magical miracle. It's happening to elevate the consciousness of our experience as a collective. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this full moon. I'll see you again soon. Ciao.